Our brethren are already in the field. Why stand we here idle? What is it the gentlemen wish? What would they have? Is life so dear, or peace so sweet? Has to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery? Forbid it, Almighty God. I know not what course others. As for me, give me liberty or give me death.
Everybody, hey, yeah, consider Devil Flyer the magazine on Fund My Comic. You know,
doing good. You blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
Okay.
We let you hang out, bring your fucking ex-girlfriend.
Oh my! Can you send your ex-girlfriend over here to me? I need one. Anyway, hello. Sorry for the long intro. Everybody, let's
don't do that with my mic. Damn it.
Everybody in the chat, we have Howder6480 in the house. Hello. We have, of course, Shadowhawk, my co-host, and Tree Goblin.
Hail Tree.
Out from the bridge.
And we had a little Mama Hawk unsuspectingly. Sorry about that.
Devil Flyer, and also A Damn Dirty Thing by Doc Blaylock on Fun My Comic.
How dare you, sir. Such language.
I was actually in the process of explaining why the long intro. You know, of course, we like to promote around here, but yeah, I was on the horn with Jay Krager about the drawing tier. So,
very nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's on board, and we'll be getting that done here pretty soon. I am going to have to get reference from our couple of drawn in tier backers, which is well known, Crooked Painter and Lack, you know, who will be up in Alaska here pretty soon, I imagine.
No, to Alaska.
From Florida. Yeah, north to Alaska. Actually, that was a big hit song, I believe, at the time. You know, in the late 50s.
I think that was a big movie for him too, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, for John Wayne. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to hit you. The hell on no, wrong movie. Anyway,
wrong movie, but great scene.
I knew that. I'm in rare form today.
I see that. I was
pizza
watching some Rex Hex and Apex earlier.
Oh yeah, Rex Hex and Apex. We had on Immortal Rising. We had on
Aaron.
Immortal Rising. Yeah.
Double A Ron.
Mm-hmm. And that was cool. And we'll have him on here pretty soon. I said, just get with me. You know, he said, I didn't know if this time, this time counted or not? I said, absolutely doesn't count. Then I looked around the room. No, I said, no, we can have you on the channel. You know, you can't have too much exposure out there, you know. I guess you could suffer from overexposure, especially if you lay out in the sun a few hours and you're not used to it. I almost become visible on days like that.
That's crazy, man.
I know. I'm Casper, the friendly ghost, till I get a little crispy around the
can't
edge.
see your circulatory system anymore.
Yeah, hollow man. Actually, there was an old Ditko, maybe even Jack Kirby story called Hollow Man back in the 50s, I think.
Yeah.
That I
Well,
saw.
how am I going to know you're alive for sure, right?
I'll be the guy on the street corner handing out business cards. How about that?
Right. There you go.
I've actually been separating what has been scanned, you know, head sketch wise, and then also, you know, bookmark and stuff from the files and things like that. Been putting that in one box, and then the stuff that needs to be scanned, just for reference or
watch out, he's getting organized, people.
Publication. I don't know about that. I mean, I watched a lot of Fugitive, you know, in between. Gave Abby a bath. She's feeling a lot better, but still scratching. Those bugs are hard to get rid of. Totally, you know. I'm out of the flea shampoo, but I'm using Dawn, and that seemed to do a pretty good job, you know. I wasn't the only one with an all-you-can-eat buffet. Those fleas, man. Whew.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, ooh, let's see.
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, they take one look at Abby and go, just take a little off the top there, little dibbies on the drumstick, you know, all that good stuff. Oh, anyway, what's been going on with everybody else? I've been pretty much just batten down the hatches, you know, with all the rain, although it hasn't done anything today. I think
Hail the ace in the chat.
Hey, Edwin. It's good to see you.
Always good to see you.
Yeah. So I just got off the phone with Jay Krieger. We were and I knew I was going a little lengthy. Actually, I was surprised I wasn't late. You know, I actually started the show on time. Gable penny shot. Yeah.
Technically, I was a couple minutes late today, which almost never.
Yeah. He's got to go get his son from band practice. I think he said he's got 5 kids, you know. He's got a large family, got a sick cat, need to pray for his cat. That was one reason why he was checking in with me. And I was like, oh, yeah, I can pay you Monday. And get that drawn into your out of the way. Because I had several tests. Keeps coming back, you know, might have an infection, this, that. I don't know. So he's trying to, you know, raise as much as he can to, you know, get some more tests done. So apparently he loves his cat. So Drake Krieger, cat lover.
My family.
Oh, definitely.
Otherwise, you don't deserve pets.
I'm going to show you the only Marvel superhero, and we've talked about him before, but not a lot. You know, the local college, or not local college actually, but anyway, you've heard of the Razorbacks. Well, here's the Razorback, and he was sort of a villain hero. I think he even made an appearance in like John Byrne's She-Hulk, you know, among other places. But his first 2 or 3, I think 3 appearances, 3 issues in a row, he's in Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man, this being the first one, the Razorback, which I'm not sure what his powers were. Maybe he was tough and electrical or something. I'm not sure because he seems to be
Well, I mean, I
giving
know,
Spidey a charge there.
yeah. I mean, like I'm guessing like super strong, super tough as far as like a
Yeah.
hide and shit like that. It's really hard to hurt one of those things. Even shooting them, you got to shoot them in the right spot.
Yeah. This looks like, now I don't know, and I'm almost intrigued to look it up on eBay just to see who did the cover. To me, it looks like John Buscema, maybe inked by his brother Sal Buscema. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But this is the Razorbacks' first appearance right there in Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man. I believe I have those issues. I think he had 3 issues in a row, 13, 14, and 15 that he was in.
Oh, you
So
got issues.
there's, we've got Bill Clinton and we got the Razorback, in Marvel Comics. Bone in the house, hashtag cats for Trump. Us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paws up,
Kitties vote too. And puppies.
Exactly. All wildlife, even herd of deer that jump out in front of my truck.
Remember to vote. Vote often, vote early.
Right. Get to those polls and start dancing.
Go back every day.
Early voting has actually started, my friend, in some states.
Oh, yeah. The early cheating begins again.
No, you didn't like this channel? You want to get us, struck off? Or
what?
Remember what happened to me when I said Biden didn't really win? Anyway, yeah, I said it again.
Anyway,
it's too late for all that.
And we'll be seeing you on my channel for the next week.
Well, I mean, thanks to Shadowhawk. He kind of poked the bear.
I didn't put the B word in there, mister. You
just
did.
For that, here's you Howard the Duck. I know you love Howard. Howard the Human. I'm sorry.
Is this what it's going to be? I will fucking drop out of here. No
there
problem.
There was a time when, Howard the Duck.
Don't make me go in the chat and start pulling your chain, pal.
How's the hand, pal?
Actually, it's healing up fairly well. Why? You want to see it again? Gross people out?
Well, not necessarily. I just kind of like an update. Is my co-host gonna, get gangrene or
No. I think I was the pinky little slash on the pinky is good. The burn on the middle finger is pretty good this morning. Still got a blister on the
face
palm.
Jumped out.
The little hole in the in the meat of the palm is crazy glued shut and not doing anything for the moment.
You were fortunate, my friend, that they didn't go all the way to your wrist. I
mean, dude, if I'd have been like moving that knife any harder with that brand new razor blade in it, it would have gone.
Oh, I've done that too with like box cutter, brand new.
Oh, yeah. It would have gone into the middle of my hand, like
you would think you're trying to drive with your toes on the freeway. Yeah, it's very hard not to cut yourself with the brand new. I mean, sharp blade like that. Yeah.
Well, luckily I didn't go. I mean, I went deep enough for it to bleed a lot, but it wasn't enough to cause like a lot of pain in my hand.
Yeah.
But the problem I had was, you saw I had to tape it up just to keep it from bleeding because it's in such a bad spot. You can't keep a Band-Aid on there.
Oh, Mike Barron dropping on Twitter. He says, my wonderful wife, Ann, keeps this whole operation going. She films my videos. She created my website, redbaron.com. She ran my Kickstarter for my novels. Without her, I would be nothing.
Oh.
Now that's love.
That's sweet, Mike.
Look at that.
Mike's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
Hello, Mike Walters.
And Ann seems very nice. I actually got to say hi to her last time he was on. I think she came on camera. So
I guess it's kind of weird, but they kind of remind me of the Kirbys a little bit. jacking his wife.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I bet he would. How about that? Mike sporting the stubble. I just washed all mine off. But yeah, I mean, if you look real close there, he's like me. He's got that silver shadow going on.
Yeah. Yeah, if I
Of
shave
course,
off my goatee.
I think Mike's about 11 years older than me, actually.
Dude, my goatee is the color of your hair now.
Well, yeah.
My,
But
goat-
look
my
at my
goatee.
facial hair now. I look scalped
Like,
because that razor wasn't.
oh, yeah, you got that razor burn going on.
Yeah, now I'm gonna look
Owie.
splotchy.
Did
Yeah.
you say hello to Mr. Ethereal Dragon Rex?
Oh no, I have not.
Or
Hello,
Mrs.
Ethereal
I'm
Dragon
sorry.
and Mike Walters in the
I
house.
said hi to Mike as well.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm just behind in the chat. Go figure.
That's what I'm here for.
Keep me on track, right? Woo,
Somebody's got it.
Yeah. Well, it ain't happening. So
Even
we'll try.
I can't do it very often.
I think I can. Woo woo.
That's right. I'm the little engine that thought he could.
Okay, I've got some lizard representation for you here. There we go. You'll recognize this, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, a little V action.
Little V, yeah. Let me up the gain on this little volume so you can hear her.
They've come to rape our planet and kill us.
They've come to rape our planet. Kill it. Lizard man.
Yeah.
Behold,
don't see that every day. Huh? So
hey, Lorenzo, what's happening, buddy?
Lorenzo's not around.
That was him right there.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know he was the leader,
Yeah.
Pretty neat effect, that they did on
Lorenzo's no slouch, man. Of course he's the leader.
I thought he was Sleestackian.
Well, he's pretending because he
I thought
doesn't
he was
want to.
goggle-eyed. They got big goggle eyes.
He's a lizard pretending he's another lizard to fool a bunch of humans.
Have you been seeing Clayton Barton, howtodrawcomics.net, aspiring artist assemble, he says?
Yeah, yeah. I haven't had time to watch a bunch of them, unfortunately.
I haven't either. Want your characters to look so alive they practically jump off the page and falcon punch readers in the face.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow, that's a new one on me. Falcon punch. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you need to level up your background game stats. See, most rookies pour all their tender loving care into their characters and then just phone in those backgrounds as an afterthought. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
But epic comic art requires every inch of panel to drip with dimension, detail, and drama. That's why I cooked up a brand new class for the How to Draw Comics Academy on crafting serious next level backgrounds, the kind that make your heroes pop like Wolverine's claws. Well, that would be a schnick, wouldn't it?
They still pop.
Yeah. They still pop.
He even says, don't make me pop my claws. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially when you have one on the right of your face and one on the left and the one's coming up in the middle.
Yeah.
I've never seen this particular piece. If they are correct about this, this is supposed to be Frank Miller, Doctor Strange.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that is pretty cool. I like the coloring too. I've never seen that.
I don't know if I've seen Frank Miller do Doctor Strange or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a cool piece, dude.
Yeah. I'm sure that's from back in the day, right? That's not anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's not recent Miller. No.
Yeah, Frank Miller, for his age, is not really that great of health last time I seen,
Dude, his art style lately, like he did those reissues of like Wolverine a little while ago and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Just like pinups. And I get it. Everybody kind of changes with age and what have you, but I don't feel the same oomph out of him as I used to.
Bone, I hope you had a great day at work. I know you had to cut loose from RexX and Apex earlier to go to work or go back to work. You know, it seems like he's always working. I went to see this at the theater, and here's you some more lizard representation. Can you name this? I know you can, Shadowhawk. I know you can.
Maybe. Oh God, is that? Hold on, let me blow it up so I can see the character better.
You can do it. I need to actually.
This is Caveman with Ringo Starr.
With Ringo Starr, that is correct, sir. And there's Ringo on that wild-eyed looking lizard. You know.
Do you remember who he makes his cave woman in this movie?
No, I don't.
Barbara Bach. He ended up marrying her after they made this movie together.
Wasn't Barbara Bach a Bond girl?
I believe she was. Mm-hmm. She was also God dang it, she was on some TV show for a while. Super hot brunette, man.
All gorgeous. I remember about Caveman was, and wasn't what's his name? He's got one brother. He gets all the different roles. Let's see. He did Enemy Mine.
Oh, Lou Gossett Jr.
No, the other guy.
Oh, Dennis.
Dennis Quaid. Yeah.
Dennis Quaid. Yep.
Yeah, I think Dennis Quaid might have been in Caveman. I can't remember. It's been so long ago, and
he might have been.
I'm not even sure I have that in my collection. But
oh wait, I might be thinking instead of Barbara Bach, I might be thinking Barbie Benton. No, I think it's Barbara Bach. I think.
Now Barbie Benton was from Hee Haw, right? Or was she? No.
I don't. I'm getting confused now, dude. You have to pull up the picture. Okay. I know the one girl I'm talking about that was in K-Man with.
She was hot.
Well, she was hot, but she also married Ringo, and I think they're still married after all this time.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't kept up with Ringo, but
Ringo's awesome, man.
Preston Acevedo, you know, Mr. Doc Sampson, he says more auction pieces for Red Valkyrie's art auction on October 12th. Well, all I know that's going on October 12th is 4 o'clock shadow, where we're going to be, and the RexX and Apex show. So that may be overstreaming them a little bit.
Isn't that the day we're hosting the G? Yeah.
Yeah. For the cookbook.
Yes, we're gonna sell some cookbooks, motherfuckers.
So you got his cover for Don Chin's Berserker #1 and my pinup for Russ Leach, Only Death Can Save Us. So let's take a look at these beauties by Preston Acevedo. You have Rainbow the Brute and the characters from Only Death Can Save Us there. Very colorful.
Very cool.
Yeah. Only Death Can Save Us is so cool. I've got to get volume 1 and 2 of that from Russ. I just have to. That was one book that I was interested in actually sitting down and reading. And, you know, he's just got that Bronze Age style. You know, I was there when he was touting the first one and I didn't get it. And then the second one came out and I didn't get it.
Yeah, dude, I want a nice piece from Don Chin's Berserker and one of Red Valkyrie's auctions, about a year and a half ago, maybe longer.
You know who's got some Don Chin artwork?
Me.
And Don doesn't do that many, that much art now, you know, and didn't even at that time. Elsie, because I actually purchased it from an auction from him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some. I got some myself.
Oh, I actually had a layer to this, so I'm going to show it because I like if you look real closely, those underwater scuba men have Nazi swastikas on their. I don't know what Nazis are doing in present day, 1976, when this came out, but
oh shit!
Apparently, Batman and Aquaman fighting the Nazis underwater.
Is that an Aparo cover?
That is an Aparo cover, and I had a piece of production artwork out of Brazil from it. Yeah.
Damn, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah. Sold it, oh, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. But yeah, that's a good one.
I might have that book.
Yeah, well, it's a good one to have. I think I know I have it because usually if I have a piece of the production art, I'll go ahead and look the book up. Of course, that's
Yep,
an
I'm trying
awesome
to
sort
find
of
it. Yeah.
Nazi cover. Wolf and Batsy issue 13 campaign is now in pre-launch. Can we get 100 signups today? Brian asked. I
I'm
think
sure
I'm
he
signed
can.
up for it. I think I've been signed up for it, but I'll double check after the show. Well,
Yeah.
not after, but immediately after the show. I'm going to go eat pizza with my homies, my former homies from
Well,
high
it's all right.
school.
It's your reunion night tonight.
I hope they don't give me a wedgie. I hope they don't frog my arm. I hope they don't.
Did you used to be the nerd at school, right?
No. Actually, I was the class clown. I was voted. Let's see.
Sexy Rexy.
Sexy Rexy Sexy. Either way, take your pick. I started
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And it stuck.
Yeah, I figured you started it.
Well, you got to be self promotion. The only year, since seventh
There's only
grade,
one rule to nicknames, dude. You never give yourself one.
the only year that I wasn't voted funniest in the school was my junior year, and that was because they wanted to give it to this guy that was graduating that year, and he was always second fiddle, always came in second to me.
Yeah, he had the messed up eyes that looked two different directions.
Oh, Jack Elam. Did you know him?
No, yeah. He was in Cannonball Run. He played the doctor.
Yeah.
The doctor is in
the Ringo film, yes. The only thing I remember about Caveman is they lit their farts. Remember that?
I think you might be thinking of History of the World.
No, it is in Caveman. Trust me, they actually light their farts by like a flamethrower.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple of them I think were like clearing the room.
Yeah, because the one I'm thinking of in the History of the World, no, it's actually
History of the World one. Part 2?
No, the Western one that Mel Brooks did. Why the name has escaped me, but all the cowboys sitting around eating beans around the campfire.
Oh yeah. I think we might have. I've seen that recently, actually.
Yeah.
That floats around.
Yeah, it's got to be a real fun fire. Yeah. Just waiting to blow up.
Wraith of God's looking good,
Of course, Theron, man.
Yeah, and he does those homage covers so nicely, Marvel. Just
dude, he's got an EC one he's doing this time, and then the classic Marvel again.
Well, now are you thinking on? Is it with Wraith of God that he's doing the EC one, or was that for Kit Carter?
No, he's doing both of those on here.
Okay, because Kit Carter seems like it needs a Jack Davis or Wally Wood.
But he's doing a box for like $150 where you get everything. Oh, I'm really hoping I can do that with Aaron this time.
Yeah, I did catch up tier, and got a second printing of 1 and got original number 2.
I'm telling you, dude, in 20 years or so, guys are going to be talking about Aaron like we talk about rights and that stuff. He's good, man. I like him.
Okay. I'll have to take a look at Wraith of God 1 and 2, and I'll let you know. I remember he really catching my eye with Sludge. I kind of miss Garbage.
If anything, I would say check out his black and white artwork before it gets colored. That's my favorite of what he does.
Yeah. Skunk Artworks in Germany. He says, check me out tonight at 11:59 p.m. Eastern as we talk about my traditionally painted children's book, The Splash. That's looking pretty good.
That's late for me, Skunk. I'll try, buddy.
Right. Yeah.
Damn.
That's kind of like Scurry, or I mean, it's kind of unfair comparisons, but because it's animals do look realistic. I guess there are sort of exaggerations too.
Dude, I'm loving what he's been doing with that book. Those paintings of those tigers and lions, and I mean everything he's done so far. All his animals look wonderful.
Yeah.
And I just don't know how I feel about buying a kid's book, but I'm tempted to buy one just like for great grandkids.
Didn't you buy The Last Dodo from It's a
Yeah.
Lemons?
Yeah.
That was a children's book. Did you like it?
I don't think I ever got it yet. I can't remember.
Oh, you hadn't got it yet. Okay.
I got it, dude. I got my life has been very busy. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've been carving your, busy carving, your a niche in the world,
Trying. You
Here's
remember
another.
I told you I used to make some custom display boxes for comic books so you didn't have to worry about slapping them anymore?
Yeah,
When I was
exactly.
Yeah. Working. I've been
I
looking
think
for
PayPal was going to make that, right? He was going to make some.
Well, no, he was going to make comic like storage boxes. These
Right.
are like it's like a shadow box to display a single comic book, so that instead of putting it in a slab, you can keep it in your bag and board. You put it in this display case and you hang it on your wall. And if you ever want to take it out, all you got to do is pull out the little peg, slide the cover over because it's on a hinge, and you pull your book out. You can read it. You can change out books. You can do whatever you want to. Close the door again and hang it back on the wall.
Arkansas is known
Custom made.
Arkansas is known for smoky quartz. I don't know if you knew that.
Rex don't care.
Well, okay.
No, I know they are. Yes, we've talked about this before.
Okay, well, here's one from China that so apparently China has, of course, they take up a large portion of the world, and this is smoky quartz from China. That's pretty wild.
That's cool.
He doesn't care. Don't say I don't care just because I go on to the next thing. That's cool. I've got.
If you cared, you'd be like, "Oh, that's awesome, Shadow. Let me see one." But you just move on to the next.
Oh,
it's all right.
You got one handy. No, you
don't.
Oh,
no. It's fine.
I forget. You can take us on a tour of your house and show us.
It's fine. Okay.
All right.
I haven't even put them on eBay yet, and 3 of them already been spoken for. So.
Oh, I'm gonna have to send this to Lord Finatra. When I find praying mantis stuff, I usually send it to Finatra. This is praying mantis in defense mode. Look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Look at him do a little dance. Yeah.
Makes
almost looks like a huge mouth, huh?
Yeah. I was gonna say it looks like he's got this big giant mouth waiting to fang you up.
Bigger than others, Probably one of the wildest footage is when he's eating a hornet, and the hornet it saws his back off. It's like, the other hornet was like going yin 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 yin, and then separates his back abdomen, kills him. But he doesn't know it yet.
No, the bugs never do. You can chop them in half.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send that to Lord Finatra. Lord Finatra.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I've loved praying mantises ever since I saw Discovery Channel had one just walk into a what they call it, a Black Widow's web. The little red hourglass.
Yeah. We got them here.
Yeah, it comes rushing down its web like, ready to attack whatever's out there and bite it. And this freaking praying mantis just grabs it with those long arms and picks it up and just starts eating its face.
Hey, Timothy.
Just taking bites out of its head. It's fucking awesome. Hail, Timothy.
Rex, you make a habit of telling people you don't care. Yeah, Okay.
See, Timothy?
Melvin Zero. Absolutely.
Wonder why I
Oh,
feel
when my
under.
dad was in the Navy, he says, a buddy of his put a scorpion and a praying mantis in a coffee can to watch them fight. Well, you got a lot of off time, right? On the ship.
I'm guessing the praying mantis won, but maybe not, because the scorpion's got that sneaky little tail.
Yeah. Yeah. And I am a
And
Scorpio.
Timothy's not going to give us an answer on who won. Love you, Tim.
Was he there? Well, I suppose he might have been in his father's loins at that point, but I doubt
Well,
it.
his dad told him the story, obviously.
Yeah, but he might not. Oh, you mentioned Wrightson, and how about a werecat? It looks like a werecat to me, anyway.
How about a whacking and a cracking?
Little Bernie Wrightson, just for you.
All right, hold on. Ooh,
Doesn't that look like a werecat?
kind of.
Yeah.
Or like,
it doesn't really look like his normal werewolves,
no,
It's almost got a human quality to the face,
I'm trying to figure out what that body is. It's not really so much cat-like or dog-like. It's
Well, he's like rare, hunched over and just
God,
kind of bristled hair.
Yeah, I get that.
But look at those paws. The paws are like,
Yeah,
substantial.
fucking crazy, dude.
I wouldn't want that down my pants. Just saying.
Well, his fur might be really soft and warm. You never know.
Well, yeah, on a cold night, yeah.
As long as he's not pissed off, yeah.
There's a lot of people that like the Phantom out there. Check this out. Phantom, and I believe his horse's name is Ice, maybe, or I'm not sure what his horse's name. Hero or something. But yeah, that looks pretty badass. Like that. Hi-ho Silver away. No judgments, Rex. Yes. Yeah, that looks like cat-like. Yeah. He still didn't tell us the out. Nope. Scorpion whooped his ass. There you go.
That's what I said. He's got that sneaky weapon.
That tail that can come out of nowhere. Yeah, my bets would probably be on the Scorpion. There's no way that a praying mantis is going to hurt that Scorpion's exoskeleton anyway. He'll get his two pinchers in and go with the tail, and he's done for. And I imagine the Scorpion ate him. Not only do you win the match, you get to eat your opponent. How about that? Did you go mute on me? Oh, he just totally bounced. That damn phone of his. He was stationed in Australia. Oi! It was probably a big one. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. They got some huge crabs and sharks and crocs, and everything's bigger down there. Although don't know about their schlongs, Apex Comics in the house. Good to see you, Apex. Yeah, I'm excited about going to eat some pizza with some old classmates. It'll be interesting to see who shows. I have no idea. Here's another one of the Wraith of God covers. It pays to advertise. I really like that one with the pumpkin in the foreground. Sort of headless horseman. That's very nice with the Wraith figure up there. Fear Hollow. Empire Comics. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, wrong Empire. Yeah, I got a really full court press now that I have more time on my hands, or will have here within the next half month, probably. Be right back. Okay. Here, even I know, be impressed, Timothy Olsen. Even I know this is a Cura Batman Absolute cover, or Absolute Batman, rather, a Cura cover homage. How about the DVD? Had the same artwork on it. I remember. Otherwise, I wouldn't know. Akira who? What? Ooh, some cool Saturday Night Comics. I actually have this one. X-Men number 95. That's a good one to have. Hell yeah. Nice Gil Kane cover. Talk about an all-out battle. I actually been thinking about, okay, what would be a good cover for Russ Leach to do me? And I've had several ideas, but I was thinking about, the Armored Up, has Armored Up Devil Flyer has this tail that's kind of scorpion-like or whatever, has a point on, or like 3 prongs, I think, on the end of it. And, maybe wrapped around, maybe Devil Flyer's on one knee. He's got his tail wrapped around and trying to choke him out, when he's trying to rip his wings off or something like that, some action type thing. Yeah, let's see. Well, that was what I hear. Yeah. Well, what'd you hear? Don't go in the water between Australia and India if you want to live. Yeah. It's just in time for October. Let's see. Finback coming soon. Yeah, that isn't it. Well, I mean, he's going to sell it during October. Now when it delivers, who knows? Probably next year. Yep. That is an homage to Akira. Yep. Gil Kane homage to X-Men number 595. Well, I mean, I guess you could, I guess you could take any cover that you thought was good and make an homage to it. I know Clint Hilinski does a lot of that, and we've seen a few homage covers. I mean, anytime you do, I'm kind of like Russ Leach. I've heard him talk about this before with Randy Zimmerman and maybe Glenn Fleming about be innovative. Why are we emulating? And I always thought that when I worked at a Christian bookstore, I worked there for like 6 years, which was neat. When I got the job, my mother said, "Oh, I used to work there back in the 60s, with your aunt." And she went in the other room and I still have the picture of my aunt and her as a young lady, probably in her late 20s to early 30s, at the Bible counter, with her and my aunt standing there. It was in a different location there. The business was in business over 60 years. I was at the end of the business. It wasn't managed too well at that time. But if you look at Christian marketing, you see, well, especially with their t-shirts, they emulate Mountain Dew, Pepsi, Reese's, all kinds of stuff, with their t-shirts and other stuff too. And it's like, I thought the church was supposed to be the innovator and have the world emulate the church and not the church emulate the world. A little bit of that's okay, but that's all they have, it seems like. I wish there, was a little different. Even Sonic 3 has an Akira homage with Shadow on his motorcycle. Yeah. I mean, you can't beat a good cover. I mean, look at the one where the Wanted poster and Wolverine and Kitty Pryde, that's been done. I even have a crowdfunder, that used that cover. And I was even thinking earlier today, I would really like to homage that cover at some point. Once I establish the characters and, put up a backdrop of all the characters and they're more familiar to everybody, then that would be a good one to homage down the line. Mellow Yellow. Yeah, Mellow Yellow. I've seen that too. It might be the church trying to reach younger people. Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, shouldn't the church be innovator and the world somewhat emulate what the church is doing? but it just seems like they're emulating in their t-shirts and other products, pretty much the world, and I wish they would be, but I get it. It's easier just to take somebody else's ideal and do a riff on it than it is to come up with something new and innovative. It's not every day you can invent something that's going to be universal and lasting. And, like the Coca-Cola logo, and I know that's been modified a little over time, but pretty much remained the same for well over 100 years, to come up with something original that's going to be lasting and make an impact and be around for a while. Welcome back, Shadowhawk. Silver Boa just seems like a character I would like to see as a book. Seems very 80s Spider-Man vibe. Yeah. I mean, definitely. And we're going to have a 2-page spread done by John Dillard on that. And that's going to incorporate all those great pulp covers in the background of that. On the left will be retro Silver Boa, your favorite Shadowhawk, and then modern day Silver Boa on the right. I kind of like those two characters. I came up with modern day Silver Boa, and then we, as the story developed in my brain, it's like, I need a retro Silver Boa. I need some Golden Age heroes. And he was always, with his flared pants, which is, in my mind, we both thought that it looked like a Shocker type uniform with the scaling and stuff, but I gave him those sort of Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon flared pants. And to me, if he's going to be like a wrestler, a grappler, right? He's going to be like a boa constrictor and grapple with somebody and tie them up. He's going to need some extra pleating in his leg area, the extra space. It just kind of made sense with that character, and it gave it a retro feel, I was actually looking at some early designs of him today, and I might even have them here. Just let me move my Howard the Duck Treasury Edition. Okay, you're ignoring me. All right. I see how it is.
I've had enough abuse for one day.
Okay. Well, okay. So Silver Boa was created back in 2018. And I just happen to have, I believe, the first drawing I did of him right here. And then here's another one that I did in pencil. So his design has not changed that much, if at all, and then I started another one there, all done in 2018. But I think he's one of my favorite characters that I've created, in the last few years. It'll be interesting to see what Jay Krager comes up with, because I told him, I said, look, you surprise me. I'm going to give you 3 characters, right? I'm going to give you 3 characters, and you pick out the one you want to do. I believe in giving my artist choices sometimes. And I'm giving him my badass characters, right? I'm giving him Despair, the guy with the headdress that comes out to the sides, kind of dripping and whatnot, and he's skull-like in the face, Despair. And then the hunter guy that has the horns, that's kind of like a Craven the Hunter type guy, sort of bull-like, all dressed in black. And then I had a third one in mind, and I at first I thought Jay Krager could do a badass Slaver, but Slaver's not that involved a design,
Right.
Yeah, I know he likes these badass sort of heavy metal characters. So, we're going to pull the trigger on Jay Krager come Monday. and pay him, and then we'll get him reference, and he can do the drawn in tier. The drawn in tier is still up on Fund My Comic. If you want to be drawn in to this epic 52 page magazine, you know, the guts may be what 50 or 48 pages.
48.
I guess it would be. And you have to count in fours. I don't know. Yeah, I noticed Aaron with Immortal Rising, he was saying that, that 4 your pages is going to be, your cover, your inside back cover, your inside front cover, and all that in the back cover. We got that covered. That's all. And I'll have to be getting Red Valkyrie too, because that'll be the only ad. And I said for launching the book, you can have the inside back cover, to promote your channel, your merch, whatever you want, But I haven't hit them up lately for an ad, but it will be getting down to the, need artists to start turning in their work and get, so we can get this stuff slowly made up, right? Printed. And I'm going to take some of the items to be scanned that hasn't been scanned. That's what I've done so much work on the head sketches. It's like I had to go through there and, okay, here's a bog file, here's a geo file, here's a zeitgeist file, and or whatever other, and delve up just what she scanned and then go through there. And I was kind of weeding out, okay, this is scanned, no need to send that back to her. And these haven't been scanned,
Right.
So Slaver, yes.
He's got flavor.
Let's see. Silver Boa just seems like seems like it should start with retro Silver Boa and end up with modern Silver Boa. Exactly. Retro Silver Boa is kind of like Lee Fox the Phantom in a way. He's an ancestor that's in the 30s and 40s.
He's passing down the mantle to
exactly. And you'll get your first look at him in one of my next books. And I've actually been thinking about this, Shadowhawk, and I'm really not a big fan of flip books, but I'm proposing 2 books, but I might put it all in one book as a flip book.
Never been a big fan of flip books.
I'm not either. You'd rather see Devil Flyer Zero and Momentum Unleashed sort of as separate books, huh? I probably would too, yeah, instead of doing a flip book. But we'll see.
Apex is still ready for that horror book.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I'm ready for that one too, but I'm not trying to get you going in too many different directions.
And really with that, well, you know what? It's like it could be very well done with the bystander or maybe my newer character. What did I call it? Oh, the seer, the female character with the stars, I've actually got to start on that because there's no way I can use all the John Dillard drawings of the bystander in this. And it was never meant to do that, I mean, this way I have John bystander being consistent for several issues, right? And several stories in different poses and other things as a presenter, sometimes as a presenter, sometimes as a, participant. But yeah, I won't be able to use all of that in like the retro Silver Boa. There'll be a bystander up there in the corner. But now on the Devil Flyer, I don't think it's going to be necessary. You're going to know, okay, from the very first page, okay, this is a bystander sort of narrating through here, and you don't have to have him on every page, and sometimes design wise, it's not really feasible to have him on, every page. Not necessary, right?
Right.
Kind of like they did the same thing with Weird War Tales and other books like that. The guy would come on at the beginning and at the end of the story, right? Yeah. And that's maybe what we do. I don't know. So yeah, definitely Retro Silver Boa is going to be in the 30s and 40s, but you're going to get your first look at him in one of my next books, which is Momentum Unleashed: Future Visions, and will be in 1959, set not in his future, but I mean not in our future, but in his future, and it's called The Death of Silver Boa, about 10-page story. So, and I already have half of that at least, and have the concept for the whole story, and then we'll see where Silver Boa goes from there. But yeah, your first look at besides cameo shots and stuff like that will be a story with Retro Silver Boa, so he will kind of kickstart the Silver Boa stuff. If you're going to do a single story, it would make sense to have it be like a life story thing. I don't know, and that and Bog, yeah. Storm Rider, Slaver, Bog, and Modern Day Mummy, and Momentum All Horror #1. Yeah. Now, where'd Storm Rider come into that? Did we talk about that? I've actually got a short list from one of our broadcasts, that was taken down, I think, or whatever. Special appearance by Dead Ninja. Yeah, you got to get Dead Ninja in there. Yeah, we were talking about Dead Ninja being kind of going up against an adversary where they're kind of like in a competition to run a maze, a labyrinth. Dead Ninja on one side and his opponent on the other, and they have to reach the object and win the game. In the center of the maze,
right?
With all these death traps, and then that way you could have sort of a ninja type character or an Iron Fist type character in a horror book. But that was a kind of a way that we kind of talked through that would be a good thing for Dead Ninja to be in a horror book, because he's not really, unless he's a resurrected zombie type character, which was kind of the original concept of him, but I kind of abandoned that for a better story.
Nice of you to let us know.
Oh, I've let everybody know.
I know. I'm just
Dead Ninja has to be in Momentum All Horror #1. Yeah, I got it. We can do that. The death trap would be actually a pretty cool thing, but now first I want to tell his story. I want to tell a very brief story I have in mind that introduces you to Dead Ninja. The story is, and I've got it storyboarded out, at least the beginning of it. His sensei, right? His master's dog is on top of the grave, and Dead Ninja comes up, right? And the dog growls at him and everything, but then he lets him sniff him and he pets him and whatnot. And he assumes the dead sensei's mantle, and thus and takes his sword there from his grave and assumes the mantle of Dead Ninja, because to avenge his dead master who was assassinated. That was set up and assassinated. So it's kind of avenged.
Are you implying vampire Apex?
Dead Ninja is not a zombie. He's an undead. Yeah, I know you want to go with that, but now remember I said that was the original concept for him to a certain extent without all the grossness, But I also mentioned that every character is going to have a doppelganger. So we could do doppelganger Dead Ninja, who's actually one of those resurrected decomposing type, So we could work that in there. It just wouldn't be the Dead Ninja character, It would be his doppelganger. And
I'm confused.
Huh?
I said I'm confused.
You're confused. Okay. I'm sorry. Wouldn't be Undead Ninja. Dead Ninja sounds more cool.
All right, Rex. Well, you got what time you got to be at your reunion?
6:30. Yeah, and I've still got some laundry, my pants and shirt or whatever to dry. So yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna head on out. Let you do your thing. Say goodnight to everybody a little bit early. I've been up since 5. So
okay, yeah. All right. Well, have a good night. Sleep
you too,
tight.
sir.
Don't let the bug bite.
Hell, I'll keep collecting,
And
and we love you.
I must agree with Apex. Dead Ninja sounds better than Undead Ninja.
Yes, it does.
Thank you. Rex for the win.
I give you that.
I'm going to eat a piece of pizza in your honor, Shadowhawk.
Eat
a
too.
big slice. With pineapple, maybe.
Well, I'm a lucky man. All the kids are spending the night somewhere tonight, so me and Mom get to stay home alone. We're gonna cook up a nice steak and some potatoes. And
hey, I dumped the 4 o'clock shadow for that too. I get it. You know.
All right. Well, everybody have a great night. We love you all, and I will see you tomorrow.
Okay. Take care,
Bye.
bro. Yeah, I might even have some macaroni and cheese pizza. You know, they do all kinds of strange stuff with pizza nowadays. Anyway, keep collecting. Take care, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace out.